Right, Nigel Farage, he said that he was disappointed that Reform UK's candidate in Makefield, Robert Kenyon, did not get more votes. And this lunchtime, Sir Keir Starmer has said that Reform are plastic patriots.
Well, we're now joined by Reform UK MP Danny Kruga. Danny Kruga, what do you think? In some respects, it's not that disappointing a result, even though you didn't win, because actually getting that percentage of a vote and you're a relatively new party is quite something. You've beaten all the other major parties. But on the other hand, what do you think actually went wrong there as to why Reform UK didn't win? Because the Labour Party is so unpopular.
Well, it's brilliant that we did as well as we did. I'm encouraged that so many people think that we should have won. I really hoped we would. We were in with a shot. It was a close-fought race. But let's face facts. This is a Labour seat. It has been for 100 years, since the beginning of the Labour Party. That party has held that constituency. And in addition to the base of people who will always vote Labour, which is a diminishing base, of course, but it's still significant in a place like Makefield, they had on top of that all the people who just wanted to see the back of Keir Starmer, people I have every sympathy with. So they had a very natural advantage, and of course they had a well-known candidate. I think we did really well. We increased our vote share on the general election. Of course, this comes on top of doing incredibly well in the local elections in that area. So the fact is that only the Reform Party can challenge Labour nationally, including in its heartland, in places like Greater Manchester. So I'm very encouraged by the result. Obviously, it could have been better. Very disappointed for Rob Kenyon, who was a brilliant candidate. But this was a unique.
Do you think he was a brilliant
by-election.
candidate? You say he was a brilliant candidate, but all the stuff emerged of his comments about women and things like that, which I thought that the vetting for Reform UK was a lot better. So that somehow would have been found.
Well, I know nobody is perfect, and in Rob Kenyon you had, somebody from an ordinary background, an ordinary place. Yes, he said some fruity things on social media, some of them 15 years ago, for which he apologised. He never said those things as a public figure, and I think if we're to ban from public office anybody who ever said anything a bit risque in what was essentially a private conversation years ago, would never get anywhere.
And Danny, obviously you are, until recently, a Conservative. You're a proud unionist. You must have felt some joy seeing the Conservatives winning last night in Aberdeen South. That's a welcome result, isn't it?
Well, I'm glad that a unionist party won, and obviously what happened there is that the Conservative Party was the stick with which to beat the SNP and Labour. So I'm not surprised that that's what happened. That, again, that you've got a unique set of circumstances there. The oil and gas industry has